Krishna, this is Rupashi. This is Chapter 1, Shloks 24 to 25. Shlok 24. Sanjay uvacha evam yukto Hrishikesho guddakeshena bharata senayorubhayor madhye sthapayitva ratotama. Transliteration. Sanjay said, O descendant of Bharat, having been addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna drew up the chariot in the middle of both of the armies. Shlok 25. Bhishma Drona Pramukhata Sarvesham cha Mahikshitam Uvacha Partha Pashyetan Samavetan Kuruniti. Transliteration. In front of Bhishma, Drona, and other kings, he said, O Partha, behold all the Gurus who are gathered here. Meaning of Guddakesh. The literal meaning is conqueror of sleep. This name was given to Arjuna because he would be always waking and be ready to fulfill his duties and constantly serve the Lord. He would meditate on the Lord for months without sleep or food, thus conquering all sleep and focusing on what matters most, the Supreme Lord. This quality was also demonstrated during his early childhood days in Gurukul, where when everyone was sleeping, Arjuna would stay up to train and practice archery. This name also refers to someone with curly hair. Meaning of Hrishikesh. We have discussed the meaning and significance of Hrishikesh before, but let's go a bit further in this time. Hrishikesh is another name for Lord Krishna. This name refers to one who controls his emotions, bhaav, or senses, sensory organs, indriya. This is also known as sadh-bhaav, or having a balanced state of mind. Kshir Swami has defined Lord Hrishikesh as the Lord of Indriya, Lord who gives immense pleasure. Also, we related this to Lord Krishna having straight hair many times because having straight hair is compared to having extreme pleasure or giving off extreme pleasure. Hrishikesh is the 47th name in the Vishnu Sahasranam. Meaning of Partha. The literal meaning of Partha is son of Pritha. Another name of Kunti is Pritha, so son of Pritha becomes Partha. This was technically a name of the Pandavas, but it was most labeled onto Arjuna. Because Partha was another name for Arjuna, the name Parthasarthi, meaning charioteer of Partha, was given to Lord Krishna, being Arjuna's charioteer during the Mahabharata war. How did Krishna know that Arjuna had doubts while fighting the war? In these shloks, Lord Krishna's actions and word choice is very interesting. Firstly, when Arjuna requested Krishna to position in between the two armies, Krishna drove the chariot in closer to Arjuna's beloved relatives, Bhishma and Dronacharya. One would think that Krishna put the chariot closer to Bhishma and Dronacharya to get Arjuna thinking that he is going to be fighting the people he revered and loved for his whole life, and Arjuna's unshakable confidence prior to the war would be tested being upfront his beloved elders. How the Supreme Lord guides us without us knowing. Lord Krishna is always guiding Arjuna towards the path of righteousness, but Arjuna does not always directly realize this. Lord Krishna may hint towards something, but after all, it is always Arjun's choice about what he wants to do and what ways he wants to pick. Just like this, it is important for us to understand that God is always subtly guiding us throughout our lives. Usually, He doesn't appear in front of us and directly tell us to do any karma or action, but He always uses some medium to express this. It is our job to use that as a warning and think everything through before doing our actions. If we just skip through these subtle hints, we may miss so many important things that are waiting ahead of us. Here's an example. So, for example, there is a girl who is very frustrated with her score on her latest exam. She has no clue how to calm herself down. She is about to go get a glass of water for her mother. However, she accidentally walks up to a bookshelf at her house. She thinks to herself about why she just went up to the bookshelf. She can't think of anything and thinks that she was just not focusing. So she is about to walk back to the kitchen to get the water. However, she suddenly realizes that she is looking straight at a book wrapped in red cloth, which looks different from all the other books there. She walks up to the book, unwraps the cloth, and realizes that it is the Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. She soon starts reading the first couple shlokas from the first few pages, and she is astonished. She almost feels a divine presence that calmed her down at this point. After giving her mom some water, she sits down and thinks about this brief series of events. She realizes that walking to her bookshelf was not just coincidental, but the Supreme Lord must have made her take the step for a reason. At first, it just seemed to her as if she had taken the wrong path to the kitchen, but she soon realized that it was God's desire or intention that she picked up the Gita. If this deviation of path had not taken place in this case, it may have turned into a deviation for her life or her future. So from this, we learn to stop and assess the situation before taking quick decisions without thinking. One small decision of turning around and walking away may have totally changed her day, week, year, or even the future events of her life. God always has His own ways of giving us hints and warnings, but it is up to us if we consider them or not. Krishna Consciousness. Krishna Consciousness is a mental state of mind. It is a form of bhakti yoga or devotional service. It should be a totally natural way of stepping out of materialistic enjoyment. It means becoming detached from Maya or illusion of oneself. It is the culmination of all the forms of yoga, knowledge, meditation, and spirituality. It is basically the awareness of Gyan, Bhakti, Dharma, and Karma. It leads to the experience of eternal bliss. It is time for a mini quiz now. So, what is the meaning of sadh-bhaav? Check out the beginning of this video for the answer and comment your answer in the comment section below. The correct answer will also be stated in the description below this video. So next, Chapter 1, Shlok 26 explanation will be coming on August 18th. Please ask any questions you may have about this content. We highly encourage everyone to ask at least one question so we can all discuss from the questions and ultimately learn from them. Please check the description below for the link to the Google form to ask any questions. Also, our website is here. Check the description below the video for the link. which is also gyansarovar.life. And also, please make sure to sign up for the mailing list to get any important updates or information regarding this. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel